I don't usually do videos like this or commenting on situations involving certain footballers or anything like that, but I think when my club's involved, Newcastle United, it's like a bit like you can't not speak about this. So, to quote the great LA Knight, let me talk to you. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? It is the Fredders93 here, and we're back with another video here on the channel, and as you can guess, it is another football themed one. Yes, because this is talking about the saga and the behaviours of one man right here. I'm gonna pop his head sort of like in the chat box of mine, sort of in this bit here. Of course, if you have been living under a rock, or you just don't follow the world of football, then you know exactly who I am talking about. The man is the number 14 at Newcastle United, currently at the point of recording, Alexander Isak. Why are so many people so like talking about him, I think you ask? Well, it's because I think, despite the fact that he's helped contribute to the current success of certainly the last 2 seasons at Newcastle United, he has grabbed his legacy. He's taken it. I'm using this rubber duck as an example. He's taken it and he's thrown it straight out the window. I'm obviously not going to throw this out the window. That would just be moronic. But I digress. But yes, he's just done a stupid thing. He's just thrown his legacy completely out the window by his behaviour. Are players sort of like entitled to wanting a move to sort of like go on into boss of their careers? Absolutely. Like, it's natural. Like any other career in professional football, you are just going to want to progress. Like after a certain amount of time as well. Do I think he's gone about it the right way? Absolutely not. Like, absolutely not. Let's talk about sort of like his 3 seasons like at Newcastle as well. He had a bit of an injury hit first season. I believe he was ruled out for about 16 games at one point with a hamstring injury. So of course he only played 22 games of the Premier League season with 10 goals in it, as well as Newcastle also made their way into European football, going back into the Champions League, as well as reaching the final of the Carabao Cup. Then the 2023-24 season, he proves himself to be one of Newcastle's best players, if not Newcastle's best player in those 2 seasons, with a combined total of 44 goals in 64 Premier League games across both of those seasons. It's like, quickly doing the maths here, I'm not sure what that works out sort of like goal per game ratio. I have nothing to do with football daily. I am not knowledgeable in that sort of thing. But that is a total of 54 goals across 86 Premier League games for Newcastle United. And if you look at his stats sort of like overall with the club as well, like the League Cup, League Cups, FA Cups, Champions Leagues, then that is 62 goals in 109 games. He could easily have been sort of like on track for maybe, some fans would say maybe not quite Shearer numbers, but yeah, I think there would be on towards Shearer numbers as well. But this season we were supposed to have like gone on. We were supposed to like picked up momentum in that sort of thing in this summer transfer window. We had just finished 5th. We'd just gone back into the Champions League. Great, it's a big season for us. We're not necessarily bound so much by PSR, supposedly, or this is what or this is what Eddie Howe would make us think, that we are still bound by PSR, but we should have been in a better position this time out. For whatever reason, in the transfer window, it just has not worked for us, with the multitude of targets that we've been trying to get in, whether it's been Hugo Ekitike, whether it's been Liam Delap, João Pedro, Brian Mbrema, Mateus Cunha, Benjamin Šeško, supposedly Dean Huijsen and Mohamed Kudus, but I don't think there was any real concrete links or any bids put in for those, so I personally wouldn't really put them in that list. But to be honest with you, that doesn't matter at the minute. That doesn't matter at this point. I think the fact that we've obviously gone for another striker, Cunha, Šeško, Delap, Pedro, that goes to show I don't think we was really looking to replace Isak, but we was obviously looking to get more players in to sort of try and boost the quality in the squad, because we don't want to be 100% reliant on Alexander Isak. William Masula, bless him, the fans sort of love him, and him being agent Alanga, agent to getting Anthony Alanga in this summer, I should really say. But Callum Wilson's injury track record just proved that he was not going to have been a real significant, substantial backup. Now I realise that if strikers sort of trying to sign a striker for Newcastle would be an issue, because yes we're a club that wants to boost up, but strikers that want to go on the move aren't necessarily going to want to sit on the bench and play backup to Isak. Hang on, I feel like I'm digressing at this point. Hang on, I'm just completely digressing here, and we're going past sort of the main point they want to talk about. Allegedly, he said to the club something 2 months before the season ended that he wanted to leave, that he wanted to move on again, which I get. Then out comes the whole thing of him wanted to explore options sort of a couple of days before our pre-season tour, I think, or taking himself out of pre-season training and everything like that. I think there's ways that he could have gone about it. He's obviously seen us in the transfer window. He's known that we've struggled getting these players in, and yet he is still thrown his toys out the pram and has basically acted like a child at this point. It's sort of not just getting what I wanted, so it's nope, not doing it, no. And him saying that he's adamant that he wants to, or is adamant that he's never going to play for Newcastle again. I don't know who has turned his head or what, but honestly, they are absolutely stupid. But the thing is, this agent is a bit of a dodgy character as well, Vlado Lemic. He's turned his head. He's turned his head horrifically, and it has made him go about his behaviours horrifically. So much so, he's Isak's allegedly moved out of his Newcastle home, and I think there's a lot of I just don't get it, why he's behaved like this. But yeah, looking at his agent, it's there's There's a guy that's banned from working with Ajax and PSV. Someone that's known that has also been banned by Isak's first club, AIK, out in Sweden. He's not actually a licensed agent either. It's been leaked that he's given like millions to Abramovich to help broker the deals like Nemanja Matic and Iron Robin when they got their moves, which is why they're banned from working with Ajax and PSV. And yeah, literally, Isak, you just need to just grow up. Like, just grow up, bite your ideas up. And this whole like narrative from Liverpool fans of like free Isak, free Isak. You've had such a habit of like getting stuck and sort of like your points into players' heads. Like, you've done it with Van Dijk, and also Alexander Arnold was sort of like making it clear like he was one to leave. We've seen Liverpool fans like burning Alexander Arnold shirts, burning or like graffitiing like artworks or like made of Alexander Arnold, and yet you're calling us deluded and stupid with our behaviour on this. Like, where's the transparency? Where's the hypocrisy in this? But also, if like when Isak does go to Liverpool, because I'm pretty much putting it as a when and not if. Let's be honest. Like, I'm like a lot of Newcastle fans who don't actually want Isak to play for the club again. Say Real Madrid come knocking on the door in a couple of years' time, and he's pulling off these sort of manoeuvres with you, like he's pulling off with us. We're allowed to give this shit back to you, right? Or even if you say we're not allowed to give you this shit back, we're giving you this shit back, so you can know exactly what it's like. But how does that fit Newcastle? I'm not too sure what it is, trying to get like a replacement in for Isak. I don't know. I know we're in talks with Jacob Ramsey, but that's more replacing Sean Longstaff in the not just in the midfield, but also in our homegrown quota for the Champions League. I've seen us being linked with the likes of Nicholas Jackson primarily, and Ollie Watkins, two strikers that are known in the Premier League. But also, I think with Nicholas Jackson, hear me out on this, hear me out. Eddie Howe has got a reputation of taking players that are like kind of struggling, not really hitting form, and sort of like turning their fortunes around. Look at Joe Linton, look at Jacob Murphy. I think he could do the same with Nicholas Jackson, you know. A bit of a hot take as it sounds. Chelsea, you just need to be a lot more realistic with your price tag. That's all I'm going to say. But yeah, Isak, just make things like just make life like so much easier for everybody involved, and just up six, get out. Like, none of us want, like, a lot of Newcastle fans definitely do not want you back. You could have gone about this so differently, and you've actually disappointed yourself. You not only disappointed yourself, you've disappointed a fan base that actually worshipped you. So like the moment when you came in, because not many people gave you a chance when you came in from Real Sociedad for that club record fee. Not many people gave you a chance. But honestly, as a fan base, we're just so disappointed in you, Isak. But honestly, good riddance. Good riddance. If it does go, great. Anyhow, that is the end of the video right here. It's been a bit of a rambling, I know, but like this, like stuff to do with Isak, stuff nothing to do with Isak. But honestly, let me know in the comments below. What do you What do you think? Has Isak gone about this completely the wrong way? Do you see an opportunity to him to get back into the team at Newcastle? I personally really don't. But honestly, I hope you've enjoyed it. Like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you pretty soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.